everybody. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Okay, excellent. I am the last thing between you and the, I'd say, lovely beach, but it's misty. It's still beautiful. And Santa Barbara is an amazing place to be and a great conference. It's been wonderful to spend time with y'all. But today, I'm going to talk to you about breaking through the clutter in a very crowded market, which is pizza. And also introduce you to Casey's. So preemie, who knew about Casey's? Anyone? Quite a few. Awesome. I love it. Now I have to figure out how this thing works.
A big green one.
Big green one. Great. Thank you. Well, we are Casey's. It's a small little company out of the Midwest. I say small, it's $15 billion. It's 2,900 units, fifth largest pizza chain if we were a pizza chain. We're actually a convenience store that's known for gas station pizza. Really, seriously, no joke. Gas station pizza, and people love us. It's really been fun to come back. I left Iowa about 20-something years ago. I grew up at Casey's, and I never thought I'd come back, but then I got this amazing offer, and here I am in Santa Barbara talking to you and living in Des Moines, Iowa. But the brand Casey's, it's very special. It's much more than what I just said, and like any good marketer, it's a sizzle reel that will be able to tell it better than I. But spoiler alert, no celebrities were harmed in the filming of this sizzle video. I'm afraid I can't compete with Wolverine and Deadpool, which was fantastic. But it'll give you a taste of what we're all about.
I'm Joe Cruz, Casey's first ever Chief Pizza and Beer Officer.
Welcome to Casey's Country. That video was shown at our national conference back in May. And update, we're now up to 2,900 stores in 20 states, a recent acquisition of Cefco stores in Texas, Alabama, and Florida. We keep growing. And how do we do it? We're a publicly traded company, and we're very clear on our goals. And it's part of our DNA. It's 1, grow store units. 2, increase your proprietary food and beverage business, and 3, operational efficiency. So everything we do, we stay laser focused on that with, again, a culture. I think Chris said it earlier this week. Culture is key. And the culture at Casey's, it's heartfelt and it's true. That Casey's cares, commitment, authenticity, respect, evolving. It's the first time I can ever say the values out loud without having a cheat sheet because we live them. It's just an amazing place to be. So Darren challenged us to, Darren's our CEO, Darren challenged us to make the brand more relevant. How do we refresh the brand in a way that will appeal to our current core, but as we expand, our new guests? So we went on a journey. Brand positioning. Who the heck are we? I'd love to say who the hell are we, but we don't swear in the Midwest. We're very polite. It's who the heck are we? That F video earlier was hilarious, but I'd be shot out of Iowa if I just put that on stage. But not here, I love it. So who the heck are we? We did a lot of research. We talked to people who know us. We talk to people who didn't know us, like Knoxville. People don't know who Casey's is necessarily. And what's important to you? What are your values? What keeps you up at night? And then we took a look at our brand values. And there's this place where you have your brand values and you have your guest values. And there's this intersection that's that sweet spot where the magic happens. That's the area that you and you as a brand alone can own. And that's where you head to. Casey's Country. Here, Unexpected Goodness is just served up daily. We're hardworking Midwesterners. It really is all about authenticity, taking care of the community, and gas station pizza. I mean, who thunk? It's great pizza. And friendliness scores, off the charts. Our staff members are some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. And trust me, in the C-store business, that is not expected and not normal. So I'll take it any day, and it's just been consistent over the past few years. We're a category of one, in our opinion. Award-winning culture, award-winning CEO, and pizza that is absolutely priceless. And if you haven't had the breakfast pizza, it's worth a trip to Des Moines just to try that. But how do we harness all this goodness? You just say we're serving up unexpected goodness daily. Because everything Casey's does and has done is a little bit unexpected. It's a little bit unconventional, especially when you think of a gas station, dirty. I mean, who wants to eat at a gas station? So when you can get the notoriety and the recognition and you get the brand love, I mean, it's just a game changer of just how to serve up unexpected goodness, which we know. So got it. Know who we are. We're a great concept that serves up unexpected goodness. How do we talk to our guests? How do we take this into a very cluttered, noisy market in a way that's ownable and disruptive and scalable? And, you know, it's okay to feel this way about a gas station. We won't tell anyone. Because there's always been something that's a little different about Casey's, and how do we harness that? And like I've been talking about, good food from a gas station? Yep, seriously. Kick-ass pizza. Nice employee. Okay, he wasn't harmed in the filming of this either. That's Chef Andrew. He's just floating, the floating head. And he's very nice and a great chef. And even our loyalty program, you can convert your points to dollars that can go to your local schools. So again, really giving, it's just all things that are, we would say it's kind of crazy, which is our campaign. It's not crazy, it's Casey's. Great pizza at a gas station? Yeah, it's not crazy, it's Casey's. Friendly service? Yeah. That's what we do. And if you look on the left, it fits so well with our heritage. Our purpose is to make life better for our communities and our guests every day. That's what we do. And our promise, which really resonates with the team members, is here for good. Our position, Casey serves up unexpected goodness daily, and then that just comes to, it's not crazy, it's Casey's. I know, what does that mean? Well, it means that we can take ownership for all the great things that we do. We can have a tonality that's quietly confident, Midwestern, a little playful, fun. We're not snarky. We'll kill you with kindness, especially in social. So it's just really allowing us to amplify all that is great about the brand. But instead of me just keeping on talking, of course I have some more creative to share. Let's see how this campaign came to life. The best pizza in your town isn't from a pizza place. It's not crazy, it's Casey's. Value, yep, you read that right. 49-cent fountain. Not crazy, it's Casey's. We don't put eggs and bacon on a plate, we put it on a pizza. It's not crazy, it's Casey's. And truly, I stayed at an Airbnb side note when I first moved to Des Moines, and I met more people in the elevator. The first thing they said, gas station pizza, breakfast pizza, oh my God. I'm like, okay, this campaign has legs. So, and we also validated everything with research so that it was resonating with our current guests and our future guests. So again, it's just a really great way that we can bring things to life. And then, of course, let's look at some TV.
How does this place make pizza that does that? Honestly, no idea. But I'm gonna start looking into it one slice at a time. Buy one single topping pizza and get the second 50% off. It's not crazy, it's Casey's.
Value, of course, plays in. It's a pizza game, but also really getting quality across, 100% real mozzarella. We make our dough from scratch daily. We have kitchens in our C-stores. We have kitchen managers who manage a kitchen. So it's really a restaurant within a C-store that, again, there's some other concepts that do a really great job as well, but pizza is our crown jewel and we protect it.
Every Casey's specialty recipe takes thousands of hours to perfect. Also, you can inhale the thing in 2 minutes in the front seat of your car. It's not crazy, it's Casey's. Try the all-new slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork pizza for a limited time.
Epic cheese pull. They are hard to do. If you notice on the last one, we had a double epic cheese pull. Got some really great creatives that work with us. LTOs are also very important. New news, speaking to the choir here, it just really makes a difference. And then again, every C-store during the summer, it's required that you do a value promotion.
I love the sound of someone getting their money's worth. I mean, where else are you gonna get ahs like that for 99 cents? Only in Casey's country. It's not crazy, it's Casey's. For a limited time, get medium fountain drinks for just 99 cents.
All sorts of fun stuff. And we're just getting started. Tombras is our agency, creative agency of record. They're out of Knoxville. They've created a really amazing campaign. We're not even a year in. I've been here for just a little over a year. Did a lot of work this past is really streamlining the department, rehashing our partners, campaigns, media, which we'll talk about next. So a lot of work, and again, because of the culture, I was able to do an accelerated change management like I've never been able to do before because of the support and the belief in what marketing is doing and the vision we have to really improve our guest experience continually and really protect our crown jewel, which is pizza. And cool things are gonna happen. I can't talk about them just yet, but keep an eye on us and enjoy the ride as I am as well. And so, okay, we know who we are. We got a campaign, yay. Who are we gonna talk to and how? And we're gonna be audience obsessed and not in a creepy way. I lied, it's gonna get creepy because what you can do these days as a marketer is unsettling. The data and analytics that you can get, it is a little kind of creepy, but we mean it in a very pleasant Midwestern sort of way. When I joined the company, we were buying media internally. Yeah, when I was interviewing, I'm like, you have a what? You're a $15 billion company and you're buying media internally. That probably will need to change, and it did. It just was not efficient at all. So I brought on Kelly Scott Madison, KSM out of Chicago. Full disclosure, I used KSM at CC's. They did amazing work. Did a quick RFP, friends and family, and they again rose to the top. Their analytics are brilliant. Their strategy and execution, bar none. So I asked, hey, we need to revamp this strategy. We were buying media, core and non-core, those who know us and those that don't know us, and one size fits all, same plan, same plan. When we brought on KSM, while the linear, of course, is gonna be DMA level, we were able to target at the store level for the store needs, the digital channels. Big change. Audience segmentation, we had first-party data, but now we're layering on mobility, competitive, demographic, creating much richer audiences for better performance. And simplifying the messages in market, we had no clue what messages were going where and when or how. And now we understand what messages are being sent to what segment at what time. And we're monitoring that. That was the biggest change. When I came on board, it was like, okay, boom, campaign starts. Good luck, 8 weeks, how'd we do? That is not good for business. Now we're looking at it daily. We're optimizing weekly, daily. It's like media day trading. That's the new game. Casey's just hadn't been there. We are now. It's been really a lot of change fast, but for some really good results. And the other piece I like to talk about too is the segmentation. We looked at all of our stores. We have the ability to understand the transactional data of all our stores, what people buy because of our POS system. So we married that with some different, not gonna go into the specifics because it's very tech heady, but in essence, at the top of that chart, think of it as people who buy a lot of our pizza, proprietary items, food and beverage. At the bottom, not so much, they don't. In the far right, guess that side, they love us, know us. And on the far left, they don't know us yet. They just haven't met us because when you meet us, you like us. That will allow us to understand what sort of tactics we need to send to a store. So that up in the upper right, cluster 2, incremental purchase. They love us, they know us, we just need them to buy more and more often. Conversely, in cluster 1, they have no clue who we are. We need to grow brand awareness and do tactics to drive it that way. Cluster 3, there's a lot of competition. Steal share, you get the idea. Really taking a playbook approach at the digital level allows us to understand how to really move the needle much more effectively and efficiently than we had in the past, which has led to some really nice results. This is Q1. Our fiscal is from May to April. So May, June, and July of this year versus last year, our ROI was up 48%, and our media-driven sales were up 116%. I will take that one. And it's only going to improve as we evolve the model and the tactics and the strategy. But that's not all. There's a lot that goes into all the media and the promotions and all that, but it's a 360. My title's Omnichannel, so I got to do Omnichannel stuff, okay? So we do an Omnichannel campaign. How do we bring it to life in other channels? LTOs. Lots of talk this week about LTOs. They do add incrementality, and ironically, you'd think it'd be more in our core markets. It's where we have high competition that it seems to spark a lot of conversions, which was something that was unexpected, no pun intended, for us to discover as we looked at the media results. But barbecue pizza was really good. Right now, you too can have a jalapeno hot pizza. It's a popper pizza, cream cheese crust, pepperoni, bacon. Gotta add bacon, it's the Midwest. And then Mike's Hot Honey. Really, really good. It's an appetizer and a pizza. The one that I'm going to talk about next is special because it was created by a team member at our pizza competition that we hold every year at our conference in May. Andrew Carroll created a pickle wrap pizza. Now, hands out there, who knows what a pickle wrap is? All right, you and I are going to riff on this one. Okay, so what you do, and you only know this if you grow up in the Midwest, and it's very, very precise. You take a pickle, it's got to be dill, it's got to be whole. You have to dry it off because they're wet. And then you slather it awkwardly with cream cheese. And then you take ham or dried beef and you roll it like a sushi roll. And then you carefully put toothpicks in so it doesn't fall apart when you cut it. And then you slice it, and it's called Minnesota sushi, pickle wrap, what have you. It's the appetizer of choice at Thanksgiving. And I did it growing up, and I was like, holy shit, this is still a thing. Okay, I'm rolling with it. We launched it on National Pickle Day in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. That's where Andrew is from. It sold like hotcakes. The incrementality was really cool. It was crazy. And the social engagement, outstanding. If you think about it, what do people love about Casey's? Pizza. What do they love about Casey's? Are people. So tying a person that created that, just added a little bit. And he's just so good. He's so charismatic. It really was a win for the brand and a win for everyone. And it's still here for a limited time if you want to hop onto northern Iowa or southern Minnesota. It's snowing, by the way. And of course, gotta have value. It's just the game, the coupon game. We have different occasions. So we do a lot of slices, having a good value for slices, the grab and go. And of course, we also have the whole pies. We do delivery, by the way. We do some of our own delivery. We use third party. Predominantly, people like to pick up. Half of our system, by the way, factoid, is in towns of 5,000 or less. So that's where our bread and butter is, the tiny towns. Our managers are the mayors of their cities many times. Again, community, giving back. Not just one thing makes you successful. It's the day-to-day delivering on that brand promise of here for good, delivering the unexpected goodness consistently that helps you succeed. Coupons, LTOs will only get you so far, but it's a heart, it's a soul of your people that are committed. And I'm so lucky to be at a company where this is actually the reality. I've never had this much commitment from a company ever. At our conference, every time a leader came up, there was a standing ovation, and it was not staged. These people were excited to see our leadership. This company is on fire and so proud of what we do. And we have a loyalty program. I think it said 77.5 million on the video. We're now over 8 million members. Whole area to activate against that in the pizza space. We have a lot of fun. We do gamification. So in December, you will see 24 days of summer. Every day it'll pop up on your app, bing, something free. Could be a slice, could be a Pepsi, Frito-Lay, something fun, something unexpected to keep people coming in on an ongoing basis. More points for pizza. We've developed our loyalty program to bonus and spiff people if they buy pizza more than if they buy other products. Just incentify the pizza activity all the more. And finally, of course, PR and social, activating against that. First of all, you trademark the official headquarters for pizza and beer. We did it. They let us. I'm like, how the hell did we get to be, I don't know, I'm not asking, I'm taking it, I'm gonna own it. We're good. And then you post a chief pizza and beer officer on LinkedIn. We had over 500 applicants, including our CEO, Darren, wanted to apply, but of course I had to tell him, no, employees not allowed. I know it's a lot more fun than what you do, but stick to CEO and we'll hire Joe Cruz out of Lincoln, Nebraska, who's been just a great ambassador. Hilarious guy, and he loves pizza and beer, which is just amplifying what we love and what we're all about. And again, cool, it's not crazy, it's Casey's. And of course, I think you all saw this earlier. You put it on a t-shirt. And that's what really drove the sales more than anything, is this little t-shirt. I'm just joking. But you know, it really is, the thing is, it's about results. We do all these activities, and we do know what's working harder for us, lean into that more. But ultimately, a publicly traded company, and we have high standards internally, very high standards. It's about results. And that was basically our Q1. EBITDA was up 9%. Year-over-year sales, same-store sales were up 2.3%, and our competitors were in negative. So again, it speaks to the power of the brand, the focus, the commitment, and the fun. Don't forget fun. If you're not having fun, go find something else. It's pizza and beer. We're not saving lives, but we're enriching lives. Ooh, I'm going backwards, yay. So I want to thank you all from the bottom of my Midwestern heart for sticking around on a Saturday and chatting with you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steph. What questions do we have about Casey's Pizza and that Midwestern charm? All right, while you're thinking, I've got a question for you then. Mm-hmm. You talked a lot about the value-driven approach to this marketing campaign, like the actual Casey's values of like your heritage and what you stand for and what you're proud on. And yet at the same time, in this industry, price point is king. How do you think about mixing those messages together or separating them? And if you separate them, the relative weight that you put into market when you're trying to deliver on a brand promise and also drive value transaction?
You know, with the omnichannel approach, the brand value comes in the in-store experience more than anything. It's living the experience, understanding when you come into a store that they treat you like family, that they treat you like their neighbor. Price point is point. So we do take a look at what is a traffic driving and what's pizza focused. And we split that depending, it can ebb and flow between 50 and 50, 60, 40, depending on the time of year. 100 days of summer is key for us. It's a big part of our business. Summer, we drive a lot of sales. Winter, it's a little quieter, not as much, although spikes during, Thanksgiving is a huge pizza holiday. It's a matter of really just balancing that out. And our loyalty program, we've got a lot of people that will post, again, using user-generated content, that brand love through social. So it's really taking a look at what channel you can use your values more effectively. And then there's a price point. On TV, you need a price point, LTO, radio, all that. It's about hard conversion traffic, but then there's softer areas to get the nice story out there.
We've got one back here, Doug. Let us know who you are.
Jane Stegmiller, Jollibee. How do you leverage gas? So do gas prices affect what you're doing in store or with pizza, or how does that really drive into your optimization or helping to create some sort of value? Or is this all separate of really the gas?
It depends. Now, what's interesting is you want to talk about day trading. gas pricing. We do 8,000 price changes a week in gas. Our margins don't really change because of the fluctuation, so it stays pretty steady. So the gas that way doesn't really affect us. However, in loyalty, when you first join, you get 10 cents off every gallon. And we've done some testing of spiffing people. If you buy a whole pizza, you get 10 cents the next week off a gallon of gas. It drove whole pie sales. So there is a correlation to fuel and food, or food and fuel. And we're testing and learning into that, but people come in, it's habitual. If you can get them as a gas customer, the conversion into the store, it can be a challenge. And we're looking at a gas station TV, for instance. We're gonna start working with them to help us address that issue. But it's especially with loyalty as well, is the gas piece, it's something that we look at. And Nathaniel Doddridge is our head of gas and fuel. We partner together actively to understand when it's time. And times it's like new markets, especially. A fuel discount can get you people quicker than a pizza discount, especially in new markets because they don't know our pizza yet, but they know gas.
We got one right here.
Great presentation, Steph. This is Allie Broback, ODN, fellow Midwesterner. I will be picking up a pickle wrap pizza on my way home from the airport tonight. So question about friendliness. It was like such a core value of yours. I get how it's easy to find friendly people in the Midwest, but when you're buying locations in other states, how do you train friendliness?
Great question. And how do you, when you acquire stores, right? Which we just did. So we just acquired a bunch of stores they already have employees. And our intent is not to lose those employees. It's about the values: care, authenticity, respect, evolving, and how those all come into play. Those are key components of the training program. It's embedded into the training program, whether it's a video or the coaching. Casey's cares, and the commitment to the community is very evident. When we go to a new market, we make sure that we start with community involvement and community donations. Even more importantly than any marketing, quote, paid media, it's community engagement that makes a difference. And hiring well, of course. But this company is really, really lucky that many times that the companies we acquire, especially the larger acquisition, the culture is very similar. So the Sefco company has a very similar culture to Casey's. So the merging of the two, it's pretty seamless as far as acquisitions go. Now we had another conversion up in Texas where it wasn't like that. So we're working on it, quite honestly. You may not get the best experience in Sherman, Texas that you might get in Des Moines, Iowa, but we'll fix that.
You got it, John? All right, thank you, John.
Sorry, I'll be the last one, hopefully. Lauren Bowles, Pizza Hut US.
Yeah.
I am from Lincoln, Nebraska, so I'm pretty sure my grandmother actually prefers Casey's over Pizza Hut.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I like Pizza Hut.
Perfect. And I love Casey's too. One thing that caught my attention in a question that you were answering earlier is that you talked about summer being a really big time for you guys. Mm-hmm. And we find it the opposite at Pizza Hut, that most people aren't eating Pizza Hut pizza in the summer. And I'm just curious if you feel that that is a result of the unique offering that Casey's provides, or if it's some with very intentional, marketing and planning that you guys have done as a result.
I think it's a couple things. Again, take me out of QSR and put me into the C-store space. A lot of road trips in the summer. So a lot of people travel, stopping at C-store. They need gas. They need to refresh, refuel. That's to our advantage. We're a destination for a road trip all the time in the summer. So that's one of the benefits of being a C-store. That traffic just starts coming to you naturally by the nature of the season. We do make sure that we have compelling offers and LTOs that meet that need. But I think, I have to admit, a lot of it's we're in the C-store space, and people just use convenience stores a lot more regularly than they do in the off-season winter months.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Steph.
Thanks,
we
guys.
appreciate it.